Morning. So I wanted to basically talk about um, is Khloe a real Kardashian? I was gonna do a bunch of like more serious stuff, and then I just like decided that I'd rather just do something more fun. So I know it's early, and I was just curious what you guys all think about it. Is Khloe Kardashian a real Kardashian? Because I already was, mentioning that I don't know about that. I really don't know. And I was curious what you guys think about it. And yeah, so I've seen a couple of videos on YouTube now that have kind of talked about how Chloe possibly is a love child on the DL between Chris and some guy named Alex who's been like a family hairstylist. And for years, I guess back in the day or, up until I don't know when. But I don't want to say his last name because again, I don't want to get like, really in trouble. But you can go look it up either like through Google or YouTube. You can just look it up and search it. But um, she really, the more I like saw the picture, like I said, it dead on looks like her. Like it looks like a male version of her. And if you look at it, like even Rob the boy doesn't look like Chloe. And I'm not trying to drag Chloe because I know Chloe goes through enough as it is. But, I think that this might have something to do with like energetically why she is constantly like searching for, acceptance through a man is because I think she has like dad issues. Now, granted, she also was raised by Bruce, now Caitlyn Jenner, so that would make anyone probably have identity issues in itself, in my opinion. And I'm not dragging him for her for doing that, be you. But I am saying that that would probably mess with anyone's brain. I think that's another reason why Kendall kind of is just like not around. Kendall is never around, I think, for a reason because that family's a whole bag of crazy and then some. But anyways, where I'm going with this is I was just curious what you guys think on it and if that is a contributing factor to why she is the way she is, why she has these issues with men, and why she is always kind of like, I feel like she's never alone. Like, am I wrong, or is she always with a dude? Anyway, so going back again to the whole situation, if that is the case, that's really really wrong of Chris to not admit it if she knows better and knows that really is not Rob's kid, Robert Kardashian, rest his soul, his kid. That's really messed up, right? Not really fair to Chloe. It's like not really giving someone a chance. I know there's a lot of people out there that do that and think that it's like not a big deal. It's a huge deal. Like she grew up probably thinking like, why am I 5'9" and all the other girls are like 5'2" and why do I have blonde hair that's almost kind of like wavy and thick and everyone else is like super straight dark hair and you know what I'm saying? It's like, I mean, again, you can look totally nothing. It's like dominant recessive genes. So, like, you can, on a science level, two people with dark hair might have like a recessive gene that there's like a redhead in there somewhere. So they come out like that. And that's what the mom always says about Chloe. But isn't that a convenient story? And we all know that the Jenners are full of stories, Chris especially. So, I don't know. I'm just saying there's no way really to prove it. Unless she really wanted to do that paternity test, and she didn't. Remember that episode? Her mom was like so adamant about it. She was like, "Of course I'm your mother," and it was like, "Of course I'm your parents," and something like that. But wasn't it the more the issue about? I don't know. It never went anywhere. I'm pretty sure, because Robert Kardashian Russell is dead, so he would have to like I don't know how they would even do that to prove it. So I do think though, if she ever asked for some of this hairstylist allegedly's DNA, Alex something, I think if they ever asked for his DNA and did it against Chloe's, I think they'd find out that that probably really is the OG dad. So again, is that fair of Kris Jenner? I feel like to have done that to her, no, absolutely not. Do people do that all the time to people and their kids? Absolutely. So I guess what can we learn from this? Be upfront and be honest about people's existences and who they are and their background because you don't even know. You might be the reason why Chloe has so many issues, Kris Jenner. I mean, everyone's gonna say yeah, obviously, because it's Kris Jenner and she gets a lot of hate. But I mean it on like a different level. Like I mean, like maybe that's why Khloe has these issues with men is because Chris robbed her of her actual bio relationship with her father. And we don't know. She could actually, like, had all of these things possibly healed with her on, like, I don't know. I'm just saying, in my personal opinion, I think, and I'm not the only one that thinks that there's a lot more going on with Khloe than we even know. Like, that's why she keeps having a type. And when you keep choosing the same person and they're a bad person, what does that say about you? So, anyways, I'm going to try to leave off on a light note. So, what can we learn from this? Besides, like I said, be upfront and honest with your children. Liars, there's a reason why I think lying is a sin, and I'm not necessarily even a religious person, but I think lying is definitely a huge issue, especially if you're a consistent pathological, like, you know what I mean? It just, if you keep lying, it just becomes a thing that you keep doing, just like anything, and it's a bad habit. And then all of a sudden, before you know it, now you're a pathological liar. I feel like it's just like anything, the more you do it, the more you're going to be okay with it, the more it's just going to come out naturally. So I'm a big anti-liar person. I'm not into it. If I find out, like, anyone, honestly, like, I feel like you get like 3 strikes with me, and like if I keep finding out that you're lying consistently, you're definitely gonna be flushed down the toilet. And as far as like the cheating and stuff, I don't know what that's about. I think that it's just the people she picks. Shout out to Shallon Lester, who's also on YouTube. She's awesome. You should check out her channel. She mentioned something along those lines of, like, if you keep picking these guys that are like never around and have like all these like uber thoughts, like chasing after them and giving them ample opportunity to do these naughty things behind your back, you're not necessarily asking for it, but you're definitely putting the bait out there. You know what I mean? And then wondering why someone's, you know what I'm saying? It's like, don't put yourself into these situations and don't pick these people and then wonder why it all crumbles the same way it did before. You're doing the same formula and wondering why it's not working out. You wouldn't make a crappy meal or a cake, Khloe, and then just keep making it the same way if you didn't like it the first time. See what I'm saying? So I think Shelly even mentioned that she's like date like someone else, and it's like there are other people out there that'll love you and like you. It doesn't have to be someone tall and big because you're tall and big, and you don't have to necessarily date a black guy either. And I'm not being hateful. I'm just saying, like, maybe there's someone out there that you think that's like Hispanic or something that's sexy. Think outside your bounds. You know what I mean? And in my personal opinion, you're probably still not over Lamar, because I think you keep choosing Lamar, Khloe, over and over and over. And you got to get over Lamar before you're not going to find another Lamar. And Lamar was not good for you. I don't care if you loved him or not. It didn't work out. So again, go back to the drawing board. Go back to self-love, filling your own love need, your self-worth. And, check yourself out in the mirror. Ego stroke yourself. Do what you have to do so that you don't end up picking losers, because at this point it's really starting to look more, it's really starting to say more about you than it's saying about them. And I said that in my last video, so I'm holding true to that. And that's not me being a brat, that's me saying, like, I've had my own stuff that I've had to change, and in order to like attract someone healthier, you also have to be healthier. So that also says something. I guess what am I trying to say? You are what you attract. If you're attracting people that are toxic, maybe you're toxic. If you're attracting people that are super healthy, what does it say about you? And there's always, I'm going to end on a light note and say, or a positive note, because I like to, and say that tomorrow is never too late and today is never too late. You can always change. And it starts with just, recognizing that there's something that's a flaw and having the desire, the will, and the strength to go ahead and try to change it. Doesn't mean that you're not going to fail. It's just like anything. But you just keep doing it. It's like riding a bike. And eventually, you're going to learn how to ride without the training wheels. Till I meet you around. Till I see you next time. Toodles. Treat each other well. Life's short. You never know when it's your time. So, make it worth it and make it blessed. See ya.